Virgo, October. Let's jump right into this month here, Virgo, because, you're off the hook a little bit because it's not Virgo season anymore, right? We're in Libra season now. So the sun moved out of your sign. Now, you might have loved it, it was your birthday month, but the sun is a ball of fire. And so it's been shining on your Virgo self here. And so there's a little bit of relief. Not to say that it was a bad thing, it's just that the intensity kind of slows down a little bit for you this month of October. While the sun is in Libra and moving into the deep watery sign of Scorpio, your neighboring sign. Okay. So like I said, no planets in your sign this month, but you do have that trine going on with Pluto in the sign of Capricorn. Now, you've had this trine going on since 2008, and this is the last month of this trine. So it's going to get interesting, right? It's said to get more intense as we get to the end of the degrees of a sign. So Pluto's already intense because it rules, death and rebirth and all the deep emotions and sex and power and other people's money and combined money. So there's a lot of oomph there with Pluto on its own, and now it's trining you. So this is the end of the trine, although some of you earlier degree, well, we're not going to get into that. Okay. So even because it's 29 degrees, so it kind of is on the edge there. We could say it's kind of trining later, but it's not in the same element. So let's just say the trine ends, okay, in November when Pluto moves into the air sign of Aquarius, okay? So I would just be really paying close attention this month. What is Pluto showing you for its final time in your lifetime, trining you in the sign of Capricorn, okay? So Capricorn has themes of work, family, all the things you work really hard for, that your money, your status, your reputation, your family life, anything material. Okay. So you may be having changes. So you may see, and since it's a trine, it can be smoother, but you might start to see, hey, I don't want to live in this house anymore. That's it. Or, hey, I think we're coming to the end of making money from working in this way. All right. Or maybe your relationship with money has changed a little bit and you're getting more serious about saving and investing. Okay. These are some of the things that might be on your mind. Now, you also have a trine going on with Uranus and Taurus. That's been going on for a little while now. So Uranus can be anything unexpected. So that can be, since Uranus is associated with helpful friends and large groups of people, there's a chance you could be building your business right now. Capricorn having to do with your reputation and Uranus having to do with new groups of people. There could be some themes there. Okay. Taurus rules all the beautiful things, including your finances. So there could be monies out of the blue. Not a bad thing. Okay. You have an opposition. Had it for a while with Saturn at 13 degrees Pisces and Neptune at 27 degrees Pisces. They're right across from you. Now, Pisces is always right across from you, but you got some heavy hitter planets there. Saturn, which rules the sign Capricorn. So we keep hearing these Capricorn themes. So I would suggest you look up what Capricorn is associated with because there's a long list. Okay. And Saturn, wants you to show up and work hard, and Neptune kind of wants you to retreat back and take a look at things from a distance and really ponder. It's a lot of creative energy there. And there's also the whole theme that I've been talking about a lot about scheduling your rest and your play and your work and all that, but scheduling all of it because you need all of it. And Pisces is there to remind you about the bigger picture. Okay. Now you have a square with Jupiter in Gemini, which I don't know. If you're going to have a square, you might as well have it with Jupiter, with the planet of luck and blessings. Okay. But Jupiter wants to expand. Gemini is a real social sign and it rules communication. So you might just have to watch your words a little bit. Okay. The theme of how much are you working? That kept coming up. And I did a pre-reading, and here's the cards I got in the pre-reading. Here's the 9 of Swords. This is the insomnia card. Okay. So there's all the monsters in our mind, and it doesn't look like this person's sleeping. So that's why I was wondering, are you sleeping? How much are you working? How much are you resting? Okay? Or maybe you show up to bed but you're not getting a good night's sleep. You got a lot on your mind, okay? Then the 7 of Cups shows up, and it's interesting how there's like almost like he's napping in the daytime. Okay, so making sure that you're getting that rest no matter what. And there's the shadowy night where the cup is fallen. So maybe there's just been some interference with your sleep. I would be really aware of the liquids you're intaking before bed. I'd be watching your diet, Virgo. You have a lot to do with health and wellness and diet. And we all know that things like sugar or alcohol really can interfere with our sleep. Okay, so showing that. Then we got the 10 of Wands here. This is the Black Cat's Tarot. And the light is on. He sees all these like little mini cat faces in those crystals. Okay, so what I was really getting, like immediately when I saw this pre-reading, I was like, turn the lights off. Okay, make sure that your room is dark enough for you to get sleep. Like you're not supposed to have any light on, especially if you're one of those people that sleep with the TV on. That you got to stop that. Plus, you're absorbing whatever's coming at you from that TV. So I would not recommend it. Make sure the lights are off properly. Make sure that you have the space to sleep properly. Okay, maybe you get out some lavender oil and a diffuser or something, but the idea of rest is coming up big time. Okay, so in some ways you're kind of off the hook this month with not a lot of activity in your sign, but you do have some aspects going on. So maybe you can really tend to yourself during this Libra season. Isn't that what Libra season is all about? Right? Balance, finding, especially with ourselves. All right, I'm pulling a few cards here for a live reading. I haven't looked at any of these yet, and I've got the Halloween tarot here, the Dark Mansion tarot, a couple from the Black Cats. Oh, I guess we're getting a few here from the Black Cats. I'm going to give you an oracle here from The Beloved Dead by Carrie Paris, one from the Everyday Witch oracle, and I have a Divine Doors little cute little oracle here, and we're going to throw a door on the table for you. All right, so here's your door. Looks like looks like it's in an old, like, dilapidated building here. Okay, let's start with this. It says walkabout. And it says, walkabout. Let's see. Can I see here enough to show you? Some light is helpful. All right. You discover your path in sacred walkabout. The trees are your people. The earth is your tribe. In indigenous lessons, you will find the will to survive. Walkabout. Okay. Interesting. All right. So let's just leave that up there. I almost get that you have like a really active dream world, okay? But I feel like you're like getting like stimulating dreams, but you're not getting the rest, the proper rest that you need. All right, so card number 1 that's showing up here today, we have the 10 of Pentacles. This card's shown up a few times here, and it's not Pentacles, it's pumpkins, but pumpkins is Pentacles in this deck. Looks like they're playing some game here. Okay. And it's almost like being able to, like, almost like that's like the parent and the kid, and like the parent actually gets to enjoy the kid on the holiday. Okay. So there's a lot of that theme, rest, scheduling the fun time. So there you go. Now your next card here from the Dark Mansion is the 3 of Materials, 3 of Pentacles. Okay. They're reviewing the plan. This is a card about collaborating with others, refining a plan. Okay, it's almost like drafting it up. So there's some kind of plan being made here. Card number 3, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. You got all Pentacles so far. Okay, he's at the helm of the ship. He's moving forward quickly. The dolphins are there. So it looks like the plan was being made, but you're moving forward with it. Okay, this got 2 cards here. It was only going for 1. 10 of Pentacles again. Okay, so that was the 10 of Pumpkins was the 10 of Pentacles. Here's the same card in the Black Cats. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like the stone cat statue, and then there's a black cat that's like sleeping in the arms of that stone statue. All right. So there's a nice rest going on. There's a nice nap going on. It's really important. You also got the Knight of Wands here. There's a huge leap forward happening. So that's kind of like everything's showing like, taking time out for fun, but kind of making a plan of which way you want things to go. It shows a lot of forward movement, but only through the rest. Okay, but big jump, big leap ahead. Let's see what your oracle cards have to say. This one says, act of love, do nothing. Act of love, do nothing. Come on, you can't be told to rest more than that. Do nothing. It's an act of love for yourself. Libra season is Venus energy, and there it is. Now we're going to go into Scorpio season later in the month. Great time for rest, right? Scorpio rules actual darkness. Water signs need a lot of rest, so Scorpio season's a great time to catch up on rest this month. You also, speaking of water, we got healing waters. Okay, it's funny, I'm holding this while I'm talking about Scorpio season. Hadn't even looked at it yet. Okay, so he's pouring water over himself. He's got his fox next to him. They're healing, refreshing. Interesting, it looks like desert back there, but then here's the oasis. Okay, so there's some emotional relief. There's some resting. There's a lot of creativity to jump forward afterwards. Make sure that your lighting in your room is proper, okay? Please make sure you don't have any lights on or night lights on or TVs or electronics that are glaring. It's just going to interfere, okay? All right, now I'm going to go week by week here for the month of October and see what we have here with the Everyday Witch minis here. And week 1. We are starting off with the 5 of Swords. So it looks like there's a lot going on. Not everybody wants to look at what you're doing. People look like they're in a little bit of shock by you. 5 is a number of change. Swords has to do with communicating. It's air energy. Okay, so you got to be careful with your words. I think we already said that. Let's just be careful, especially week 1. Week 2, 10 of Pentacles. This is the 3rd time we've gotten the 10 of Pentacles. So you may really want to look up more about the meaning of this card. To me, this is the expression of the trine with Pluto in Capricorn. Okay, it can bring great things and great success. But the things that need to be shifted, you want to pay attention to. Week 3, you have the Hierophant here as a yoga teacher. I love this version, connecting us to our higher power, our higher self. And it's also a 5. That's the second 5 that you've gotten. Okay, so there's change, which really, what is Pluto more than change? Here's the Empress here, major arcana. So you got 2 major arcanas, major secret of life cards as you're heading into the 2nd or 3rd and 4th week of the month. There's the Empress, Taurus energy. You know, you have a trine with Uranus and Taurus. She's about ready to give birth. Okay. So I kind of get like antsy energy and then not enough rest and then wanting to leap forward, but knowing that you need the rest. So it's almost like this is an act of love doing nothing. And then this is an act of love in some way, bringing a life into this world. Right. So let's bring our own life into this world. Let's bring our own life into the situation. Let's make sure that you're getting what you need, okay? Because you know that Libra season is here to teach us balance, and it's here to teach us to advocate for ourselves and to choose for ourselves. So Virgo, you're being given a huge opportunity to take advantage of this available energy this month. All right, I'm going to move these cards to the side, and we're going to go in and give you some dates in the month of October. We're going to use our big bowl of charms here. Why not? We've got a gigantic bowl of them, so let's see. I'm just going to just toss these around and throw these onto our calendar here and just see what we get. And I'm also going to roll some dice because I'm looking for dates to give you. Power days this month. Looks like you've got a lot of activity. You rolled Uranus in the sign of Cancer in the 12th house. So Uranus that you have a trine with is showing up in this watery sign of Cancer in the 12th house, which is Pisces watery house. So I almost get like every time I think of Uranus, I think of like out of the blue or unexpected or new opportunities. Okay. And then Cancer's like so nurturing, and it can be the home. And then the 12th house is Pisces house of retreating back, right? Breaking old karmic cycles. So it's like Uranus is often seen as a lightning bolt. You have a chance to really take charge of how you're going to nurture yourself. All right. There's the 12th house wants rest. Interesting that the word baby fell out here on the 5th of October, and you had the Empress before who is about ready to give birth. Okay, so that's on the 5th. So this can be literal birth, or this could be maybe you have a birth of a new project or something, but you're getting strong birth signs on Saturday, October 5th. Okay, so we got the letter J here up on the 29th. Have you looking for names, initials, anything that jumps out to you? Friday the 4th, this says protected and vulnerable on the 4th. So you might want to do some little bit more protection of yourself on the 4th energetically. And the 5th, we already said. The 8th, we have a snake. The 10th, we have the letter S. We have the initials AF on the 13th. We have votes for women on the 14th. Got this little Lay Special local band guitar pick here on the 15th, and along with the letter R and this tag that says royalty. Okay, so there's a lot of energy here from the 13th, 14th, 15th. Then you've got the letter J on the 17th, J6. You got the letter R, so it's like junior. Okay, baby, junior. Yeah. Okay. The word jar, jars, fars, fair. Okay. So 17th, we've got some energy there. We've got a butterfly on the 18th, and the 19th, we have a horse. A couple things. Second guitar pick that's shown up. This one's from Mr. Music in Boston. It's over on the side here with a symbol for 8 of Pentacles. So maybe there's something that you've been saving up to buy. Maybe you're wanting to buy a new guitar. But it looks like that week of the 13th to the 19th is pretty chock full. And so if money is a concern, you'll probably be able to buy that guitar soon. Okay, 21st, you got the letter R. You got a hairpin here between the 23rd and the 16th. So almost completing that whole week there. 13th through 19th is a really strong time for you. The 24th is also packed. French fries. We've got, what is this? This little toy soldier? Or is that like a nutcracker? It's like a nutcracker guy. Got the letter G, the letter E. Okay, the 24th of October, chock full. Oh, look, here's your little guitar on the 30th. Look at that. So maybe you are buying that guitar because the 30th, it shows up along with the letter D. All right, the 28th, we have a lot of energy here. We have another R. We have a little thing from a fortune cookie that says life is either a daring adventure or nothing. Okay, the 29th, you have, this is like a moon cycle symbol. It says 1, and it shows like a full moon and a tree. So this is circular, that's circular. Seems like there's a full fruition of something here. And the guitar with the D. All right, so a lot of activity here for you, Virgo, and maybe even a possible guitar in your future. Let's see some power days for you off of your dice, see if it lines up with what landed on the calendar. So you rolled Uranus, and Uranus rules the sign of Aquarius, and the moon moves into the sign of Aquarius on Friday the 11th. Through the 12th and the 13th. Yeah, the 13th is a big day there. Until 3:55 p.m. You also rolled the sign Cancer. And let's see, we know that the moon will be in the sign of Cancer starting Monday the 21st. We have the letter R on the 21st. At 6:50 p.m. on the 21st through the 22nd into the 23rd until very early in the morning on the 24th. Power times for you. And then we also rolled the sign Pisces. And when is the moon in Pisces? It must be in Pisces somewhere this month. Where are we here? Pisces. You come after. Okay, so then that lines up with that Aquarius energy. So now we can extend what we originally said from the 11th, 12th, 13th, and look at that. It goes right into our week that the charm showed. The 14th, the 15th until 4:34 p.m. on the 15th. This is all Eastern Standard Time. So you got really a really chock full week there. Looks like a great month, Virgo. Enjoy it, and thanks for joining me.